Story time. The Shadow Behind Me. A haunting night at Marble Mountains. Hey everyone. Today I'm going to tell you a chilling story from my trip to Da Nang. This is not just any travel story. It's an experience that made me believe that some things in this world can't be explained by science. If you're afraid of ghosts, you might want to think twice before listening.
A nighttime adventure.
This happened last summer when my friends and I went on a trip to Da Nang. We spent our days relaxing at Nikkei Beach, eating delicious seafood and exploring Bana Hills. But on one particular evening, we wanted to do something more exciting, something that most tourists wouldn't do. That's how we ended up at Marble Mountains, New Han Sun, at night. Most people visit this place during the day to explore the ancient pagodas and mysterious caves. But we got there late in the afternoon. As the sun set, the scenery was breathtaking. The mountains stood tall against the darkening sky, and the city lights flickered in the distance. It felt peaceful, at first. But as we ventured deeper into the mountains, the air became colder, even though it was a hot summer night. That was when things started to feel off.
The footsteps in the cave.
We decided to explore one of the smaller caves. Inside, the atmosphere was eerily silent, except for the occasional sound of the wind whispering through the cracks in the rocks. As we walked deeper into the cave, my friend Nam suddenly stopped and whispered, "Hey, did someone just walk behind me?" We all turned around. There was no one there. I laughed and teased him, "Come on, you're just freaking yourself out." But Nam didn't look convinced. His face was pale as he muttered, "No, I swear I heard footsteps right behind me. It was so close, like someone was following me." We all stood still, straining our ears. At first we heard nothing but our own breathing. But then, clear as day, tap, 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 footsteps. They were soft, deliberate, and unmistakable, coming from right behind us.
The mysterious shadow on the wall.
At this point, we were all on edge. But I tried to stay logical and reassured everyone that maybe it was just an echo inside the cave. But just as we were about to leave, we shone our flashlights on the cave walls to find our way out. And that's when we saw it. On the rocky wall, we saw a shadowy figure, tall and thin, standing completely still. The problem was, none of us were standing in a position where our bodies could cast that shadow. A deep sense of dread crept over me. My skin turned cold, and my heartbeat pounded in my ears. We weren't alone. No one spoke. No one moved. Then, without saying a word, we all ran as fast as we could out of the cave, panting and shaking.
The old woman's warning.
When we finally reached the Lin Ung Pagoda near the entrance, we stopped to catch our breath. An old lady selling souvenirs nearby saw our pale faces and asked, "Did you kids disturb something inside the cave?" Her voice was calm, but the way she looked at us made my stomach drop. I hesitated before asking, "Why? What's in there?" She sighed and told us that Marble Mountains is a sacred place. Many of the caves had been used as temples, hiding places during the war, and burial sites. Some people believe that spirits still linger there, especially at night. "If you hear footsteps behind you in the cave," she said, "it's best not to turn around." Her words sent chills down my spine.
The unexplainable photo.
That night, we returned to our hotel. We were still shaken, but we tried to laugh it off. Nam decided to check the photos he had taken inside the cave. Most of them looked normal. But when he reached one particular photo, he suddenly stopped scrolling. His face turned white. He turned the phone toward us. In the picture right next to Nam was a blurry white figure. The rest of the photo was clear, but that one spot right beside him was distorted, almost as if something had been standing there. None of us could explain what happened that night. But after that experience, we swore we would never explore caves at night again. Do you believe in ghosts? Would you ever explore Marble Mountains after sunset? Let me know in the comments.